Hey guys, Vamproth here, back with another video. This is going to be a quick video on how to use Zombie Wall as Nazeebo. And this is just a little team fight going on here, and this clip's actually going to give us a pretty good example. You'll see here that this Leorc is trying to get away. I preemptively dropped the Zombie Wall so it would come up as soon as he gets here. And it does lock him. You can see that it locks him. But I messed up here. And what I did is I didn't expect him to have his cooldown up that is going to allow him to get away. So, to start out this video, you need to be aware of every ability that the other team has, and while you're in a team fight, you want to make sure to watch for the abilities that can get them out of your zombie wall. The comp that I'm playing with has a slow from Jaina, and a knockback from Raynor. You want to be aware of Raynor's knockback because it can affect you dropping your zombie wall if you're not on Skype with them. Because if you drop the zombie wall and your Raynor knocks them back, you're going to miss your zombie wall. But having the Jaina on your team actually helps because the slow from Jaina is going to help you land that zombie wall. Now I'll play this little clip and you can see that he gets away. And that's okay, because we did get a kill in that little team fight there, and zombie wall actually does do a little bit of damage, and while he's trying to get away you can do a little bit of damage to him too. But here's another example of using the zombie wall. I didn't intend that zombie wall to stop them there, or to lock them in. It was there to block them from getting out of that little zone. And it worked for Johanna, but it didn't work for Sylvanas. And that wasn't one of those situations where I would be watching for Sylvanas' cooldown anyway. So, okay, I'm skipping forward a little bit to another little segment where my team is in a little bit of trouble and a zombie wall could help. So, you can see that our Lily is almost dead, almost Our Jaina had just hit the sippy cup, and our Raynor is trying to get away. So, I'm gonna play it from there, and see what happens here. Our Butcher is in the middle of the fight. Jaina comes into the slow. I drop the zombie wall, we get the kill there. And the zombie wall definitely helps clean up that little area of that fight. Stops him from getting away, allows Jaina to do as much damage as Jaina can do, and it's just a really good lock there for the kill. Okay, skipped forward a little bit more. Just team fighting over at this Immortal at the beginning of the game. And we're actually going to be able to finish off their Immortal before they finish off ours while Jaina and I were poking at her. Their Johanna's actually going to try to Hearth here, and I saw that, so I'm coming back, and I'm going to drop the zombie wall ahead of it. Right here. And she uses her Unstoppable ability right there to try to live and get away. If that zombie wall wouldn't have happened, she might have actually been able to get away. But the zombie wall locked her in, and we got the kill. And that takes one of their two tanks out of the game. So, that's another thing that you can do, is to be aware of who's trying to get away from you and who's not. There you guys. That was just a few clips of using Zombie Wall on Naz in a game. So I'm going to go back over a few things and add a little more commentary to using Zombie Wall on Naz. The ability is really strong, but there are things that you need to watch out for other than abilities that get you out of stuff. Like the blink on Zeratul, the flyaway on Sylvanas. Johanna can pull everything in, and sometimes that can get her out of your zombie wall. Sonya, when she does her whirlwind, she's going to get out of your zombie wall. On Sergeant Hammer, make sure that they use their blast ability that knocks stuff back before you use zombie wall. So when you drop the zombie wall on them, it's going to keep them locked in because they don't really have another way to get out of that. You need to look out for stuff like that. Just be aware of the heroes that you're playing against and try to make sure that the abilities they have, that you know they have, that can do enough damage to break them out of zombie wall or to somehow leap them out of zombie wall, make sure those are on cooldown before you use the zombie wall on them. That'll help you a lot, and it'll make your zombie wall more effective. Now, another thing that you can do with zombie wall, other than using it on heroes, of course, is using it to block off zones. You saw me do that in one of those clips, but another thing other than that is the damage that zombie wall can do in siege. You can use zombie wall to tank merc camps for you if you aren't using Garg. I actually like Garg more than Ravenous Spirit, but that's just my playstyle. I kind of feel like the AI on Garg is a little stupid, but if you can get Garg in the middle of your team fight and they aren't killing your Garg, it can do a lot of damage. And then the other benefit of using Garg is the cooldown is lower than Ravenous Spirit, so you'll have it up to tank merc camps for you, and it helps to have the zombie wall in there doing damage to the merc camp and your Garg stomping and just doing its auto attack and stuff like that. Another thing other than merc camps is sieging on their buildings, their structures, like the towers that will attack you if you get too close to the wall. If you drop your zombie wall on there, the towers are going to attack your zombie wall instead of attacking you, so you'll be able to throw your spiders and throw your frogs at them, and it helps you a good bit if you're trying to get out some pressure to break down a wall when maybe your lane's empty or you're not in the middle of a team fight. But generally when I'm playing Naz, I don't siege as much, just because I'm able to put out as much damage as most people would be able to put out on an assassin like Jaina or the KT. I mean, a good KT or a good Jaina should beat me in damage most of the time, but one of my favorite things about Nazeebo overall is the versatility, and that's why I made this video, to highlight Zombie Wall, because Zombie Wall is one of the main abilities on Naz that adds so much versatility to him. But yeah, I'll probably make a longer overview video of Jaina, or not of Jaina, of Nazeebo, and just all of the abilities, and similar to my Butcher video, not necessarily a build, but the abilities, what they do, how they work with some talents, just a general overview to give you an idea if this video has encouraged you to want to try Naz because of Zombie Wall. Or maybe you fought a Naz and you wanted to see this video on ways to get out of Zombie Wall, or how Nazes are using Zombie Wall. So I hope this helped, and if you liked the video, throw it a like. If you have any suggestions or comments, leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.